Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And this morning we want to talk about the cable bugs. Now, this is just the generic name. This is the little piece of hardware that attaches your cable to the controls on your carburetor, the throttle, and the mixture. So let's take the easier one of the two first, the throttle. Now, we've had many of them over the years, and this looks like a replica of a trailer ball, but it's not. What it is that pin is fixed firmly into this piece, which then rotates on the shaft, which is a 1032, and it has an AN3 style 3/8 inch lock nut on it. So this goes through the shaft on the carburetor, and then there's a locking nut on the back that comes and holds it in place. So once this is put on the throttle shaft, there is no way this is coming off, so you won't have that problem we had in the early days. The other bug we have is the mixture bug, and because the mixture cables are usually just a wire, it ends up with a device that will distort the wire but yet hold it in a firm position. And this is nothing more. Let me take it apart so you'll be able to see all the individual pieces, and we'll talk about it. One final note on the thrust washer stack. That big thrust washer, this goes on the cable side of the arm, but you'll notice that gap right there in between there. That's because your washer stack doesn't come up on the collar of this piece up here, and so that's about the width of the arm. Probably got a little outside tolerance to it, so that means that when you bolt this in place and secure it to the carburetor, the arm can still pivot freely on that piece of the shaft right there. So that should conclude talking about the cable bug. But basically it's just a shaft with a hole drilled in it through a cupped washer, and then with a locking nut on the back, which is an AN3 nut. It's just a 1032 nut. So hang on while we get this ready to take apart. Okay, now let's examine the pieces that make up this stack. So what appears to be a shaft, and you could make one easy enough by just taking an AN3 bolt and putting it into a lathe and then parting off the head, drilling a hole through the shank, and then that will allow the hole to go through. Then the next tricky piece is the washer. Now it's a dimpled washer. It's got a raised portion that goes down over the shaft, which goes through the hole in the arm on the carburetor, and then you have the dishing on this end. Again, this is a piece that's easy to make up out of stock on a metal lathe. You machinists out there should be having a good time with all of this. Also tool makers, don't want to leave them out. Like I called my guy doing my work in my hangar the other day a plumber. He's a pipe fitter in no uncertain terms. But anyway, here's a washer. This is a stainless steel thrusting washer which goes against the moving parts of the carburetor, and then a washer stack, and these are nothing more than AN960 washers, fairly small size. And then we have a locking nut that goes on the end of the shaft, and this is an AN363 nut available from Aircraft Spruce Body. So that makes up your cable bug. Quite an ingenious system for holding a cable in a fixed, allowing it to rotate but still move the mechanism. More modern accomplishment here. Choose your weapon, but these are what we have on our airplanes. So folks, we hope you found all this useful and informative. Thanks for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. Well, there you go. Here is a gray hoodie for the trash pandas. And for those of you who might not have ever lived in the South, a trash panda is what we call raccoons that go in our garbage cans at night. We just call them trash pandas. So it's a great name for a baseball team. Hope that reference means a little bit to you, because it wouldn't be fun calling them the Rocket City Raccoons. So there you go, folks, the trash panda shirt. Thanks, Robert. And Robert was nice enough to give his hoodie to Luann, wearing it gracefully here.